Yes people, welcome back to another episode on YouTube, where today I will be discussing why most people can never build an impressive physique. Let's start with number one, inconsistency. So I've been training for 16 years. 16 years? No, I haven't. I've been training for nearly 14 years, and I've built the physique I've got today from training for that long. Now, some people are very impatient, and because they don't see immediate results, they are becoming inconsistent as a result. So those 3 months of motivated training, like a lot of my mates would say, I don't want to name call anyone, but they'll have like a good 3 months of training in which they will call it good anyways. And then because they don't see their desired physique, or because something comes up in life, they choose to throw it all out the window and then neglect it entirely for a few more months back to line, and they go back to square one. And unfortunately, that's just their constant repeat of cycle because they've got no accountability, and they just fall off the trail all the time. It's one of them where you just have to do it, like regardless of how you feel that day, or if you miss a day, you just go back to it the following day. Don't try and repeat so many days in a row of missing the gym, because that will turn into weeks and months, and then just you neglecting your physique entirely. And then one day you'll just wake up with a beer belly, or whatever kind of belly it may be. I think one thing that helped me was just, in my earlier days in the gym, I did train with someone, and then that sort of removed that anxious feeling. So having that gym bro really did help quite a lot. And to be fair, I was training with I was training with someone since the age of 16 till about 21, 22, 23 even. There's always been someone available to train with, and on that same sort of wavelength. But then some of these people fell off the gym entirely, or just don't train as quite consistently with me. And then just people grow up, don't they? They have their own schedules, they'll have their own sort of times they train in the gym. I like to get it done in the morning, get out of the way, and then be set for the day. Whereas other people may like to train in the evening. But it got to a point where I went for so many years in a row training with someone. So when it came to training by myself, I gained that confidence, and I knew what I was doing in the gym to a degree. So doing that same sort of having that same sort of routine in place, it just became second nature. So I couldn't really fall off because it became the norm for me. Like, my body got used to the fact that I had to go gym on this day, every single day of the week, at this time. And it just repeated to a point where it feels wrong for me to miss the gym entirely. And now I enjoy it. I do like going to the gym, getting a pump on, and it makes me feel good for the rest of the day. And that's how I became consistent with it, really. But yeah, everyone will have gone through a period where they're inconsistent with something. You just have to show up the next day. Don't repeat the same day twice in a row. Just try go again. And then even if it's a case of going to the gym and having a half-hour session, it's better than nothing. So don't be too hard on yourself. Try and go back the following day. And that's the best sort of advice I can give you. Regardless how you feel, just turn up. Now, looking for hacks. There isn't a particular ingredient or supplement or anything like this that will help you get into the best shape of your life immediately. Maybe some supplements they can aid and contribute towards building size, like for example weight in the long term, but individually it's not going to do anything much, but it can contribute towards gain. So if you run out of a particular protein and you've got whey available, then have whey. If you need to hit your protein target for the day and you're running short and you've got whey available, then have whey. Like creatine, all these sort of things. None of these supplements will give you an immediate gain to magically give you like an amazing physique. It all comes down to dieting well consistently over a long period of time, as well as training effectively for a long period of time. So there is no magic hack. There isn't a green tea in the morning or apple cider vinegar in the morning that will immediately give you a six-pack, all these sort of things. It's all woke nonsense. So there is no hacks. It's just a case of you sticking to something for a long period of time, training, nutrition, sleep, all these things, and you'll reap the rewards in the future. And then I just touched on this point quite just now, But sleep, obviously it is one of the most fundamental parts of recovery when it comes to your overall bodybuilding journey or your overall physique development. If you're going to bed and you're sleeping in late, waking up early in the morning, 4 hours sleep or whatever, anything less than 7 hours really. I mean, everyone is different, but for me, if I get anything less than 7 hours, I will turn up to the gym the following day not being able to lift as heavy as I once did. So for example, with me, I track all my lifts. So on an incline Smith press, I'll be doing about 85 kilos for about like between 6 and 8 reps, roughly around that range. And if my sleep isn't intact, that following session, I try to do the same movement again. I will probably do it for about 4 reps, 3 reps, because I'm not recovered well enough. So I'll be impacting my overall session. Fatigue will be a lot higher, and then yeah, I'll just be carrying a lot more water weight. But yeah, if I'm not sleeping well, I'm not recovering in time. By the time it gets to my next session, I'm feeling fatigued, I'm feeling weak. My body hasn't recovered in time. So I'm not giving my whole body enough rest to recover from each gym session. So when I go into that next session, I'm not going to be able to lift to an optimal level as I once did because of my overall sleep being affected. And then the final one, giving up too soon. Mate, it's really hard in today's society because obviously when you log onto social media and you're seeing things on Instagram, a 16-year-old kid waking up to 50 million pounds or whatever amount of money it is, or a 20-year-old kid with an amazing physique, and he claims he's natural, and he might have the absolute like craziest freak genetics. So it's just one of them where you're played with the cards that you're dealt with and you can't complain about it too much. Because you're not making the same amount of progress or the same level of progress as someone else, it shouldn't mean that you give up too soon. For someone else, it can take a few years. For someone else, it can take a few months. So don't be too fixated on someone else's journey. Just be concentrating on your own. It is good to look at someone else's journey in terms of inspiration and seeing what they're doing that's different to you. Fair enough. If they're on the same, like if they have the same end goal as you, then that's fair enough. But don't get too caught up in this whole social media bubble where you're constantly comparing yourself with someone else and being let down by your own physique. So don't give up too soon. Stick to a program long enough. Like I was talking about program hopping earlier. Stick to a program, learn everything in and around it, the movement pattern, how you do a particular lift, all these little things. Make sure sleep is dialed in. All these variables I was speaking about just earlier, repeat that for years on end and you will see your physique transform like crazy. So don't give up too soon. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you could please drop a like, comment or subscribe, and I'll be dropping more educational content like this throughout the next few weeks. I will return to lifestyle content soon in regards to what I'm doing in the gym as well, that sort of stuff. But yeah, tune in for the next one and I hope you guys are good. Peace.